We're talking to Steve Hansen, the new All Blacks coach. Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you, Joe.
Steve, we've got fans on Twitter and Facebook have sent in some questions, so we'll kick off with a few of those first. So, Wine Geek NZ from down Marlborough Way, he wants to know about your assistants and your coaching setup. So, what's the story there?
Well, I can't tell them who they are because of the contractual employment law at the moment. I can tell them that there will be one assistant coach and there will be a series of other coaches who will be supporting myself and that assistant coach. Once we get contracts signed, we will roll them all out en masse and introduce them to everybody.
Excellent, good stuff. A question from Shuffle My Music off Twitter. With the All Blacks being Rugby World Cup champs, how will you cope with coaching under the spotlight and with the legacy to uphold?
Well, coaching under the spotlight is pretty easy. We've been doing that for the last 8 years here and 3 years in Wales, and the spotlights don't get too much bigger than that. I guess what he's referring to is now changing role and being the head coach. And with all that experience, I think I'm well capable of dealing with it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting and challenging, and that's why you want to do the job. Yeah.
You've already talked about your assistants and this coaching structure, but Danville02 off Facebook and Twitter asks, will you keep the same strategies in place or is there going to be a shift from what Graham Henry had?
Well, look, I think having been involved for the last 8 years, I've got a really good understanding how this team works, what's been successful. So the structures that we have that we deem to be successful, we will keep. What we will look to do, though, is try and keep evolving those structures so that the team becomes stimulated and excited and improved because of that evolvement.
Yeah. Question from Miss DJ Baps. Will you be looking at sticking with the same Rugby World Cup team or the bulk of the 2011 team, or will we see a lot of new young blood early on?
Well, there's 29 All Blacks that will be returning next year, and how many of those maintain their place in the team will depend on how they play. I'm a firm believer that you pick the All Blacks on form, and you pick people when they're ready to play for the All Blacks.
With that in mind, we've got a fairly well-known Twitter, Corey Jane 1080, well known to all of us. Will I be picked, Steve? Is his question to you.
Well, my answer to him will be, if you play well enough, you will be picked because you are good enough when you play well.
Excellent. A question from N. Mulipola. What style of rugby would you like to see the All Blacks play?
Well, I'm a firm believer that when the All Blacks are at their best, they're using all 15 players on the park. We're playing at a pace and an energy that other teams struggle to do. And struggle to keep up with it. So that'll be the continuation of what we're doing now. Really, I mean we have some superb athletes. In saying that, if the type of athlete we have falls away and we have a different type of athlete, then we'll have to modify our game to suit the athletes that we have available to select.
Excellent, Steve. Well, thanks very much for that. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you guys in action next year.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to say thank you to Twitter. It's my first time on it, and I've got no idea what I'm doing on Twitter or Facebook for that matter, so you probably won't see me there too much.